You're listening to Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers with your hosts Greg Behrendt and Kane Holloway.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome to the show.
We're
we're
real smooth today.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, everybody.
Just slide in.
Just slide right in. Pretend we're the DMs and just slide right in.
Slide on in.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. And of course, producing the show is Popsicle Pat the Sailor.
Yeah.
And we have a couple of announcements that is in regards to that. Pat took the popsicle thirst trap photo.
Oh, no. I've seen it.
I couldn't be happier about anything.
You can't take your eyes off it, and yet you really want to.
Yeah. Yes, it's like when somebody shows you a car fire. You're like, oh man, I hope nobody's in there.
It's the photo equivalent of the lighthouse.
It is. It's all those scenes. It's all those scenes of Robert Pattinson jerking off and Willem Dafoe farting, but you can't not watch it. Your popsicle thirst trap is a fart. Oh my god! So we're teasing it now to get everybody ready, because I know as soon as people see it, an explosion is going to happen. Some people are going to lose, and he's a big Pat is big in Australia. You got a lot of our female listeners in particular love a good thirst trap Pat photo.
Yeah, and we'll expect you to put up your own popsicle.
Because as soon as it's done, regrettably, I will also be taking a Popsicle Pat photo.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to have to too.
Yeah, it's solidarity. We
solidarity.
Love Pat. And then, of course, we have a second, piece of news. It'd be weird to call it an announcement, you know? If you've already listened to, last week's Girls Gotta Eat episode, you may have already found out that Raina and I split up. And it was Ashley's fault.
It was those fucking flowers, dude. There was no bouncing back from the flowers, man. You threw out the dried flowers that Ashley gave her, and you wrecked the whole thing.
I fucked myself, man. I fucked myself. Yeah. No, of course, we love each other still. We both love each other. The best way I could describe it, we just what are the words I'm trying to say? We wanted different things. We became friends and we bonded really quickly, and we love each other very much. And the way I thought about it, and I sort of described as, we still loved each other, but we wanted to make sure that we ended things still liking one another. We didn't want our relationship to erode. There was just a lot of things that were going on that we found out we just weren't that compatible, and we still wanted to walk away amicably, which, a lot of people do say, and I feel it, is, I think, maybe the worst way to break up. Still thinking highly of the person.
Uh-huh.
You want to feel like they fucked you over in some way. There's some poison. Exactly. That you're like, but there was no fuck you. There was just, we had a look at things, and we both were like, we're in our mid-30s. I think we need to be adults about this. And
that's so boring.
It's so boring. It is. But she had said it on her show, and like I said, we love each other and support each other. We still follow each other, and we still like each other's stuff, and we don't. Yeah, it's not like communication is off the table. Every once in a while, we'll just think of each other and hit each other up. So there's no animosity whatsoever. And but it looks like I'll be I'll be heading back towards California and being in the good graces of you fine gentlemen.
Well, I mean, Raina's loss is our gain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we certainly wish Raina all the best. If you listen to Girls Gotta Eat, you can go fuck yourself.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Pick a side. Pick a side. Get on a team. Figure it out.
Yeah, come on. Team Jacob, are you the Capulets or the Montagues? Kane or Raina? That's how we do in this business.
Yeah.
Oh my
Kane
God.
Raina. Yeah.
Kane or Raina. You know who's gonna win, by the way, don't you? You know who's gonna win in the pick a team. It's not this guy. I'm gonna miss the trips and everything and all the stuff that we did together, and I'm gonna miss her a lot. But you know, we're still good. So, which leads kind of perfectly into a question we got about long distance relationships, which you can send to our Instagram at DTBFF podcast or at our Gmail at DTBFFpodcast@gmail.com.
You're going to get so many I'm so sorry, Kane thirst traps.
I have already.
Break back out the gray sweats, buddy. You're in the game again. Put on your gray sweats. You're in the game. Coach says, put on your gray sweats and get out there.
I think it's so fucking funny how quickly that happened. I'm like, we just broke up.
Yes.
They are already like, look, I did get a lot of really positive messages from a lot of different people, you know, and I wrote something about Raina that I was very, very proud of. I wrote, Raina's the best and I loved our time together. So many wonderful moments we got to share. I don't regret it and I still love her and trust her. It was painful to go through and still is, but we ended things still liking and rooting for each other, and that makes me feel so glad we met. She's beautiful and smart and someone very special. Anyone who knows you and is able to call you their friend is better for it, right? And then
nice.
I think that was a way to, you know, pay tribute to her and what I think of her and what I still think of her. And then, you know, then I get girls in, they're like, "You gonna be in Austin, Texas anytime soon?" Like, what the fuck? Yo, chill. Give me a week at least. Christ.
Oh, it's beautiful. Put on your gray sweats and get back out there. And I'm saying that to our whole audience. If you've recently been through a breakup, put on your gray sweats and get out there.
Put on your sweats.
I've gotten no messages, by the way.
Aw.
No one's written to me at all or wants to know what state I'm going to be in.
Craig, would you like me to send you a gray sweatpants pic?
No.
Okay.
I've already got Pat's popsicle photo to look forward to.
Yeah, and that's the most dick anyone needs to see for a while.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
We have popsicles downstairs, so I gotta remember that.
I have to go get popsicle. I have to go to the store just to do this. Oh my God. To post that to my personal Instagram, for anybody that follows me that doesn't know about the show, right, is going to see that and go, or my comic friends who I know don't listen. My comic friends who I know don't listen, they know I do the show, but they're not actively listening to me do the show. So they don't know of the Popsicle Pat bit. They're going to see oh my God. They're going to see that I'm recently broken up with my girl and then see a thirst trap popsicle photo. Oh, yeah. No.
It's just perfect. It's a perfect storm. Oh, yes. That's what they call a perfect storm.
No. Oh, no. I hate it. I'd rather post my dick. Just my bare limp penis. I'd rather post that shit. Yikes. We got a question in from Mary. She said, "Good day, guys. Fan from the Aussies here. Started listening to Greg on WTR, hashtag Cuddla, and love the dynamic with Kane and Pat and Sal. Anyway, my question / request for advice. I just recently got into a new relationship, yay me, in July with a lovely guy who's in the Navy. He's since had to go on deployment, which started at the end of August, and he won't be back until the beginning of December. We'd only been seeing each other for about 6 weeks when we had to go away, and he had told me from the first contact on Hinge that he was going to be going away. We talked about it a few times, and as we hung out before he left, and both agreed to be exclusive, and I said I would wait for him while he's away. Very 1930s of me, I know. So it's about halfway through the deployment.
Wait, who were they? Who were they at war with in 1930? Who was Australia at war with?
It's 1930. Let me think.
Because that's what she's saying. She's saying, I'll wait for you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there wasn't. Is that World War One?
No, I don't think so. And World War One was in the 1900s, like 1919, right? 19.
Yeah.
15?
I mean, this is the least interesting part of her letter. Me trying to figure out what war she's referencing.
It's the Great Australia-Canada War.
The only war referenced in Australia around 1930 is the Great Emu War, which is exactly what you think it is.
Wait, like warring classes of emu?
I think they were at war with the emu.
That is correct.
There were too many emu. Oh my God, they lost so many men.
They deployed the Navy to go.
They lost so many men. It's not very often that they talk about it, but Australia's war with the emu was one of the bloodiest conflicts. It's like our Civil War. It's like our Civil War.
Yeah. There's fur everywhere.
Ultimately, they were victorious over the emu.
Absolutely,
It didn't start out well.
Sure, no, it did not. The emu caught wind of their tactics and fucked up the Australians. So it's about halfway through the deployment, and I'm going okay, but not great. We've been able to exchange a handful of messages and like 3 FaceTime calls, and they're all very day-to-day because obviously he's very busy. And the satellite internet is intermittent at best. I guess the main part of my question is, have you guys ever been part of a long distance, low contact relationship? And if so, how did you cope? Or did you cope? Does it get easier when they get back? Or is there a weird pause or bump that you had to work through? Sorry, this is so long. I'm not 100% sure how to phrase my actual question, and I would call in so you can hear my atrocious accent, but I can't afford the international call costs. Anyway, love the show, and I hope you guys can help a girl out. Mary.
Well, Mary, first off, I want you to thank your boyfriend for his service.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We appreciate him going to war with the emu.
Is that conflict still going on? I don't watch a lot of CNN, but whenever they go to like the UN, is there just like one little emu sitting alone with like glasses and some papers?
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's like our racism. It's still around. And depending who's in power, it rears its ugly head.
You think there was a Trumpy emu?
Yeah.
A Trump emu? I don't know what emu sound like, so they're sheep to me. That's my emu Trump impression. Wow.
This doesn't sound good.
No, I mean, he's obviously very proud of what he does. You know, like he wants a relationship. You can't fault the guy for that too. So he wants to be able to live his life. I don't know if being in the Navy was his dream, but if it is, he's doing what he wants to do and it's important to him. And so he's got to chase after that. And he obviously likes you because he's willing to have a long distance relationship with you while he's out doing his thing. But I mean, with long distance, it is a really tough thing to maintain. I know people that can do it. I know guys that are just, I got a buddy who he's in LA and his girl's in New York, and they make it work, and they love, and when they get to meet up, it's great. And sometimes they miss each other's calls. I believe they have a system set up where we call on these days, we text each other at this particular time. I know their schedule, so I know when they're available, like really getting to know the ins and outs of each other's schedules, so you know when the contact is coming. As far as there being a weird pause when he comes back and you guys get to reconnect, that's supposed to be the exciting part. You know, I'm sure it hasn't happened yet, but when it does, I think you're going to be elated. It's going to be a great day when he walks off that boat carrying an emu carcass. Got us a rug.
I noticed though, like in the early days of my marriage, when I would go on the road, sometimes when I'd come back, there'd be a pause.
There would be.
Yeah, because Amira had been happy, and then I came home.
Oh. Yeah, I mean that can happen. They talk about it in the Roadrunner documentary, the Anthony Bourdain one, and I'm trying to remember exactly how this musician put it, but it's the curse of the road. There's nothing better than coming home from the road, and there's nothing better than leaving home to go on the road. And there's like that curse in a long distance relationship like that. And so it's really great to be home, but you live two separate lives. Like he's living, since you are at home, he's living two separate lives. He's got his Navy life over here, and then when he comes home and then he gets to be with you, now he has to get reacclimated to that life, and you have to get reacclimated to now that existence of him being home. And that's that's hard to maintain for sure. It's a really hard thing to maintain.
Yeah. So God, I don't know. It's because you didn't ask a specific question. You just said it's hard. She just said it's hard, and she didn't ask a specific question about what she should do necessarily. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like Kane's idea about having the system of when you go away, when you talk, and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I think long distance relationships are hard.
There's a Seinfeld quote from an episode I really love where he's like, a relationship is like an organism. You know, you created this thing and then you starved it and then it turned on you. And that's what you don't want to do. You have to always feed into the relationship you created. And it needs to not be one-sided for sure. If you feel like the frequency of calls and text and attention is always coming from you towards him, then you're draining your energy trying to maintain something that you then will get resentful for, because you feel like he's not giving as much. He's not giving 50%. I'm giving 100. He's giving me, so it needs to feel like it's half and half. If it feels like it's waning, you need to have a discussion, but definitely a system in place of like, this is when we talk and this is when we don't talk. And I know that I have these things in my life that I can fulfill me while I navigate this long distance relationship and see where it leads us to ultimately being together forever, or, whatever. Yeah, you can't play it by ear for sure.
We'll be right back.
Hey, if you're a writer, performer, or creative in any way, then you might benefit from my coaching program. I've written several best-selling books and toured the world as a stand-up comedian and started a band called the Reigning Monarchs. Whatever creative path you choose but feel stuck on, don't worry, because I can get you unstuck. For more information, go to GregoryBehrendt.com/coaching and sign up. You'll also find this link in the show's description. And I can help you if you have relationship problems as well.
This is the theme song for What Does This Mean song. The theme song for What Does This Mean song. We'll read a self-help quote, and they're definitely not memes. Memes are something completely different than quotes. Quotes are supposed to help you through all the bullshit in your life. And memes are like that poster of that cat hanging from a tree. And it says, hang in there, baby, or Mondays, am I right? Mondays, am I right? So if you can think of a different title, then we'll probably change it.
Oh boy. This is the theme song. So I'm staying with my sister while I apartment hunt in since I'm going to be heading back to LA. And I was doing that periodically. I was with my sister in Seattle, and then I go to New York. But now I'm back here until probably after the holidays. And what's great is my sister listens to the show. She's very, very supportive of me in the show. And she loves Greg and Pat. And the other day, she's walking around going, this is the theme song. What does it mean?
Oh, no.
and then we sang it together.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's the fucking nerdiest moment ever.
I because I don't, and this is no insult to the show, but I don't listen to it. So I haven't heard the theme song in a long time.
Oh, really?
And I'm wondering what it's like for somebody who's had to listen to it now for 100 plus episodes.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I skip through it because I edit the video, so I just sort of like I put it in there and then I skip to the end and I keep editing. So I don't really listen to it all that much either. I guess it's still catchy to some people. I don't know. I thought maybe I should write something new or sing something new into that app and come up with a new What Does This Mean theme song. And come and like switch it up for another 100 episodes if we make it to that. I don't know.
I do have another tease for you guys. Next week will be our Halloween episode. It'll come out around Halloween. I have another What Does This Mean theme song to premiere next week.
Oh my God.
Is it spooky?
It is spooky.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be great.
I'm so excited. I love spooky songs. Halloween's my favorite. Fuck. Why can't it be next week? God. Okay. My sister sent one into the show and says she thinks you'll like this, Greg. She goes, don't let anyone else ruin your day. It's your day. Ruin it yourself.
That's good.
Good, right?
That is a good one. That is a good one.
I've got one here. Dealing with some people is like trying to nail Jell-O to the fucking wall.
Oh, yeah. I know people like that. I'd also like to nail Jell-O to the wall.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. I really want to do that, actually.
That would be great if we came over to your house and you're just like covered in Jell-O and you're like, guys, there's Jell-O in your hair. I figured it out. Come to my Jell-O wall. Let me see here. Smokey Creepin'. He's always good for some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This one I don't entirely understand. Because I predominantly listen to hip hop music. So, but it says here, it says, punk, the world is fucked up and I'm pissed. Emo, the world is fucked up and I'm sad. Goth, the world is fucked up, but there's beauty. Ska, the world is fucked. I have a trumpet.
Very funny.
Okay, great.
Very funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
If you like ska music, it's a perfect joke. If you don't like ska music, you're baffled just like Kane.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening.
I don't have a meme. This is exactly like with the guy that I showed you the picture of last week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding inspiration from photos.
Yeah.
And I found this online, and it's an oil painting of a woman looking at her abs.
Oh my God. I do see it.
It's fucking amazing.
That is
It's
great.
an oil painting of her abs, and I love her abs so much that
Yeah.
I took a picture of it and I've got it in my wall of inspiration.
They're like perfect. They're perfect abs down to those sex cuts. They're perfectly, everything is perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I knew how to oil
Who
paint,
decides to do it? Who decides to do an oil painting of a selfie? It's amazing.
It's a level of artistic genius I can't reach.
Yeah, it's photorealism. It's amazing.
I've got another one here. Life's biggest rewards come from the biggest challenges.
Go back to bed, Pat.
Go back to bed.
You know who that is?
Who?
Greg Behrendt.
Oh.
Yo, you just.
I gotta go back to bed. I gotta go back to bed.
Own? How the fuck is that possible? Are we in a dream within a dream? How did that happen?
Terrible. It's terrible. When did I say that and think that was cool?
It's when you were drinking, you lush.
I wish that was true, but it's not. I was stone cold sober when I wrote that. I was completely aware of what I was doing.
Oh man.
Greg Behrendt.
Whoa. Oh shit. Krista. Oh. That's her handle. Krista. Oh. Sent one in that says, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but tired cliche, just know that your broad sweeping platitude, it's okay to verb so much, and remember that all you need is tagline I heard from a Nike commercial pretending to be sage wisdom.
That's pretty good.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, that's really fun.
That is the best. Thank you, Krista. Oh, and Robbie Lynn sent one in that says, if you don't believe you'll make it through a breakup, you should break up because you're in an unhealthy relationship and no one should be that dependent on another person. Trust me, you'll live, you beautiful, dramatic idiot.
It's a little wordy.
It's a little long, but the point is you're an idiot.
Perfect.
Thank you, Robbie. Pat, can you read off what the show's Amira sent one in? It's not a meme, but it's glorious. She wrote in and then gave us some links.
It says here, it's Amira, long time no talk. Congrats on the 100th episode. Did you see the thing about Bite Labs? Celebrity cells used to make sausages. My cousin posted about it and said Army Hammer is probably going crazy right now. And then she offers a link to bitelabs.org, which is they want to source celebrity flesh cultures and use them in the salami making process. Now, they have a list of celebrities and flavor profiles built around the sausages they want to make using their DNA. They don't have these celebrities' DNA yet, but they would like to get them. So on their site, they have a thing for you to pester these celebrities to give up their cell cultures to make celebrity salamis.
I don't know what to do with all that.
I know.
Let me read one of the flavor profiles for you. The James Franco. He's sexy. He's artsy. Let's make him salami. The Franco salami must be smoky, sexy, and smooth. Franco's meat will pair with lean, strong venison. Sharp telecherry peppercorns and caramelized onions provide Franco's underlying flavors, complemented by a charming hint of lavender. The Franco salami taste will be arrogant, distinctive, and completely undeniable.
The Franco salami will also be sent to your mailbox whether you ordered it or not.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
That's psychotic, incredible. Dude. That's fucking gross. That's so gross. We have a story in from a listener. MLE wrote in on our Instagram. It says, hi, love the pod and having something to look forward to on Tuesdays. Was casually fucking a guy for about 6 weeks and recently decided to end to focus on actual relationship prospects. On a recent encounter, he gifted me a vibrator, new and in the packaging, but not for long. Got a
Explain
message.
that to me.
Got a message from my former literal fucker this evening asking if he could come by to get the vibrator back. What the fuck? He knows damn well it's been used. He used it on me. And then she says, sorry, TMI. That's the too much information part.
Yeah.
Not
First off, imagine you're so distraught about a breakup that all you can think to get back is like, what did I give her? What can I get back? How can I see her again? Oh, I'll get the vibrator back.
Yeah, you didn't buy her anything else? You didn't leave a hoodie at her apartment?
What's he going to do with the vibrator?
Yeah, that's disgusting, dude. You just have it on his mantle. This is my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, no.
I'm keeping her DNA sample for salami. We'll be right back.
The holidays are coming up, guys. We're almost to Halloween, then Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we still want to see you guys. And we are going to have a live show on Zoom. It's a live version of the podcast. It's different from a workshop. You're going to get this. You're going to have musical cues from Popsicle Pat the Sailor, and we'll answer your questions in the chat if you have them. And we would love for you guys to be there. We're announcing it now. Probably going to be in late December before Christmas. So if you'd like to come to that, we'll set up the links and everything at don'ttakebullshitfromfuckers.bigcartel.com, and it'll be different than the workshop. And we will be announcing the date when we get that very shortly. Okay? We have another question from our Gmail from Jessica. How long to wait for the I love you? Hey, DTBFF crew, I need some relationship advice and thought you guys would give some interesting insight. I'm a 36-year-old divorced mom, and I have been dating my boyfriend, which sounds silly because he is a 46-year-old man, for 7 months. He is hilarious, and we have the best time together. He has been separated from his ex-wife for over 2 years and has 2 boys, 8 and 10, and I also have 2 boys, 7 and 13. The kids have met, and he has met all of my family, and all has been going very well until about 6 weeks ago. After weeks of feeling it, but being too nervous to tell him, I finally told him I was in love with him. He said, "Thank you. I'm not there yet. Is that okay?" I said, "Of course, no pressure. I just wanted you to know how I feel." Then I excused myself to a private little cry in the bathroom because of being vulnerable is the worst. After I pulled myself together, we had a snuggle in bed and talked a bit more. He said that he worries that he can't give me what I need and that I will get impatient and leave. We've talked in the last few months about how he isn't very forthcoming with his feelings and that I need more words of affirmation and reassurance in a relationship. Nothing crazy, little compliments and thoughtful texts go a long way. And this is what he was referring to. I told him that he is right and that I do need a bit more from him, but I can be patient for the I love you. He said, I do care deeply for you, and I hope I can show you that more going forward. So my question is this: how long do I wait to see if he loves me back? In the 6 weeks since, we spent a weekend at his cabin together. I met his parents, and everything has been nice. But do I put a timeline on this relationship? How long is reasonable to wait to hear back? Looking forward to your thoughts. Jessica, hashtag Team 6 Couch Pillows. Well, I'm not answering this shit. I'm out. You help her. Six pillows.
Six
You're on your own, girl.
pillows. Love it. I'm saying I love you right now. I already love you. It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. I already love you.
It really isn't. In this sort of frame of mind, you know, I mean, there is that I don't know. I don't believe that you can be with somebody. I hate when people say I love you is heavy. It's, you know, that means a lot and it's a heavy thing to, you know, say or whatever. And I feel like that's such bullshit. I mean, he's not really saying that. He's saying like I'm not there yet or whatever.
But he's also saying he doesn't think he can get there, or he doesn't
Right.
know when he's going to get there. What's there to get to?
Exactly.
How do you not either? He doesn't. I mean, it's not loving somebody is not complicated. You feel it and you say it because you can't help it.
He's over love intrinsically, right, is complex because people are complex, but the idea of loving somebody is not complex at all. It's a very straight down the middle. This person makes me feel this way and I love them, so I will say I love you. So what's he doing, you know?
Yeah, what is he doing?
And the concept of being like, you need a lot of affirmation. Now, if she's not being forthcoming with us and saying that like she's someone who's like, I need to be told every single day, every hour that I'm beautiful and worthy and all this shit, that's a lot. But if a nice, hey, good morning, beautiful, can't wait to see you today, if that's like that little thing goes a long way and he's not willing to just do that, yuck. That's what I say about this dude. Fucking yuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I used to really need affirmation, and now I don't because I stay present, want nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just and surprisingly, I get affirmation when I need it or when I least expect it, which is so sort of exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not looking for it. I don't need a mirror to tell me how she feels about me so that I can have a good day.
Right.
You know, I just don't. And then, you know, out of nowhere, she'll say, oh, you look great today or whatever. You're not an asshole. You know, pretty things like that.
You're not an asshole.
Pretty things like that. But when you have to talk to somebody about it, it's already not that good of a thing.
What Greg is saying is absolutely true. Like, and when we feel good about ourselves, hearing something nice from somebody else is just like an extra thing for our day. I feel like sometimes we can go, you know, you can go along even in your relationship sort of being like, I would like to hear I love you, or I would like to hear something nice said from them about me. So when you feel like you constantly need it from them, and they hear that, they see that, and they feel that, for some reason that compels them not to do it, or to hear what you're saying and just go, you know what your problem is? Your problem is you want too much of my attention, and I don't know if I can give that to you. So then there's this feeling of self-worth. Your self-worth is being lowered by a person who's not willing to hear out these things because he's not saying them, because your organic feeling in the relationship is, I don't know if this dude likes me and I need to hear it.
Right.
Because because you feel good about yourself, and then you enter a relationship and a person, without you having to ask, makes you feel good about yourself, then you don't need to hear, hey, here's something good about you. You already feel it. You already know it. And they're going to do it anyway because they feel that way about you. To be like, hey, can you fucking tell me something nice about me?
Mm-hmm.
That's a struggle. And that's a struggle you shouldn't be in. Yes.
Agreed. And I just, you know, it's going back to the old book, but, you know, guy can't tell you he loves you. He's just not that into you. You know, I mean, I hate to say that because I want our listeners to have good things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I want this person, you know, it's tough dating with kids, and they both got kids, and everyone's met everybody, and you're doing all the right things, but you're not getting the love, you know, and that's like a relationship that's been around for years, not 7 months. Isn't that what you said it was, 7 months? 7
months, yeah. We do want you to have great things, and we don't want.
She also said he's separated and not divorced, so he's coming along slow.
Yeah, he's still he's still dragging around a different life behind him.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is have a straightforward conversation. Hey, these are things I've told you about how I feel and how now you make me feel, and I don't need this bullshit. I mean, say it however you like, but if we're to use our show slogans, you're being a real fucker. And I hate this bullshit, Jonathan. You 46-year-old bitch. You fucking can't love me back. Fuck you, John. Or whatever. You say it however you want.
Yeah.
We have a Reddit remix. Reddit remix. Oh, my wife masturbates to me while I'm sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. That's how good looking this guy is while he sleeps.
He caught her and she said, "Oh no, it's you."
I sleep like a Disney prince. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to be short and to the point. Yesterday night, I was sleeping peacefully. Middle of the night, my sleep broke for no reason. I opened my eyes and saw my wife on top of me. At the time, I was half asleep, so I thought it was a ghost. Why would he think that? Okay. I thought it was a ghost or something, so I pushed her back hard. I recognized it was my wife by her scream. What's going on in this house?
I recognized it was my wife. Of the variety of people that could have been on top of me.
By her scream. Yikes. So I hurriedly switched the light on to see what happened and found her on the floor completely naked. I brought her in bed and did a little check if she was all right or not, and then asked her what she was doing on top of me in the middle of the night. She immediately starts crying, and after a lot of coaxing and assuring that I won't be upset, she tells me that for the past 2 months, she got a habit of waking up at night and then masturbating to me on top of me. And since the past day and a half, she has been trying to avoid me. I tried to tell her it's okay and if she has some fetish or not. I don't know if that was the correct move. Did she think I was shaming her or something? I mean, I just want to talk and get to know her preferences. I mean, even if this is a little weird, she is masturbating to me after all and not fucking some other guy. So yeah, I don't have any problems if she wants to do it. And on the other hand, I also want to know if I'm not able to satisfy her fully, or was this just her thing? Any way to make her stop avoiding me?
Well, stop treating her like a ghost.
Man, I mean, the way that she, first of all, this is like this was her secret thing. And in her heart, maybe I would think she's like, I'm for sure not getting caught. He's such a heavy sleeper. And then one night you get shoved off the bed. You don't get to finish. You know, he thought you were a ghost. There's a lot of like recoil. She's got to fucking maybe come back to some reality. I'm like, okay. But
well, she got caught.
Yeah, she got caught, which is embarrassing.
Which is embarrassing regardless. And she's just going to have to get over it.
Yeah, there's no timetable on this. You're going to have to wait for her to like be cool and relaxed. I think a nice step would be send her a text or something like, hey, I have a fetish, and reveal something about yourself to her. Like,
that's a good idea.
Here's something I like.
Ghosts.
I love ghosts. I like pretending you're a ghost. I've never told you before. He thought it was a ghost. And then because of that, pushed her off of him. Does he not know how ghosts work? An idiot. I love this fucking couple. Well, that's the end of the show. Thank you guys for listening at 102 episodes. If you haven't done it already, go and review the show. Give us 5 stars. Tell us what you love about it. and that you love us, and whatever you want to say. Go to iTunes and do that. You can also subscribe to the show on all different platforms. Go to allthingscomedy.com. Find the show there. You can also follow the show, and they promote clips of ours that we post. You can also find those clips at Instagram at DTBFF Podcast. You want to email into the show with any memes or questions or stories that you have about anything we've talked about in the past 102 episodes. You can go to dtbffpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show by going to patreon.com/DTBFF podcast.
Yeah, and you can follow me at It's Gregors and Kane at Kane Holloway and Pat at DTBFF Producer Pat.
And follow now. Popsicle Pat is coming around the corner. Get ready for it. You can also call into the show. What's that number, Pat?
That number is 323-379-5544.
Don't take bullshit from fuckers.
Fuck 'em.
Hey there, if you like the show, you can find bonus episodes and more at our Patreon at patreon.com/DTBFF podcast. And then rate the show 5 stars on iTunes because it's the right thing to do. All music by the Rating Monarchs, produced by Patrick Kelly.